John, yes, poor old Sean there. I think his face pretty much said it all. And as for Chris apologising for the weather, I know exactly how he feels, but I make no apologies whatsoever. At long last, it looks as if the weekend is just around the corner, and so too is summer. So nothing says summer quite like pick your own, and I'm not talking about strawberries this time. This time I'm talking wildflowers and the magic of telly. Look. Here's some I picked earlier. Now don't panic, these wildflowers are sown so that we can come and pick them. And we're talking about everything from poppies to this evening. The question is, and the hope we all have is that, is it going to last? Well, I may just have a little bit of good news for you on that front. So let's take a look at that forecast in a little more detail. So yes, you may well heard of talk of a possible heat wave. It is possible, 3 consecutive days of temperatures of about 25, 26 degrees above. I think really you're going to have to be towards the far southeast to catch it. But wherever you are, whatever you have planned for this coming weekend, I really hope that the sun does continue to shine for you. Have a lovely weekend. Well, the sun is shining here in South Wales and actually across much of Wales at the moment. As we head through this evening and into the overnight stretch, the skies will tend to remain clear. The winds will start to drop back too, and that means temperatures could take something of a tumble, particularly that little bit further inland. More sheltered rural spots could dip to lows of around 8 or 9 Celsius, which is a little bit of a shock to the system, but all perfectly normal for this time of the year. Does also mean we could see some rather dense patches of mist and fog through the hills and valleys by the early hours of tomorrow morning too, but the morning sunshine will lift that away quite quickly. And there will be lots of blue sky and sunshine as we wake to Saturday morning, but again the cloud will start to build during the course of the morning, and as you can see we do have some wet weather that will start to work its way from west to east. So generally the further east you are tomorrow, this is where you'll see the best of the dry weather, the blue skies and the sunshine too. Catch one of those showers and they could well put a bit of a dampener on your Saturday, possibly some rumbles of thunder and even some hail thrown in too. But temperatures tomorrow faring pretty well. We're looking at around 20, 21 in the far southeast. Again, maybe just a little bit fresher because of the cloud and the rain out towards the west, with moderate to high levels of UV. But if we take a sneaky peek at the second part of the weekend, Sunday, well, what can I say? I think I'll just leave this here. High pressure starts to build, and that's good news because that brings fine, sunny and settled weather. So you can see almost across the whole of the UK, it is going to be a bright and beautiful day with temperatures in Wales topping out at around 23, 24. Wouldn't rule out a couple of degrees higher than this. And again, the further southeast you go, if you're making any plans to travel heading towards the southeast, it's going to be hotter still. As far as your outlook is concerned, temperatures soar into the start of next week too.